It's happening, and 99% will miss it. If you're watching this right now, it's not by accident. Something massive is happening in the sky, and almost everyone is asleep to it. While the world rushes through its daily distractions, a rare, energetic doorway is opening. The Taurus New Moon isn't just another phase on the calendar, it's a turning point, a cosmic checkpoint. And it's already reshaping your energy, whether you realize it or not. Right now, people across the planet are feeling the shift. You might have noticed it yourself. Restless sleep, strange dreams, a sudden wave of anxiety for no clear reason. Or maybe you've been feeling pulled to slow down, retreat, reflect. Maybe the things that used to excite you feel heavy now. Maybe your usual routine just doesn't feel right anymore. That's not random. It's not burnout. It's not laziness. It's your soul responding to a deeper calling. The Taurus New Moon is grounding us in reality. It's forcing a pause, and with it a chance to ask what we're really building our life on. This energy is quiet but powerful. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. Only 1% of people will understand what's truly happening right now. Most will ignore the signs. They'll brush off the discomfort, they'll scroll past the message, and they'll miss the moment that could have changed everything. Because this is not just an astrology update. This is a wake-up call for your body, your values, your truth. If something in you feels unsettled, disconnected, or deeply ready for change, that's your sign. You are not lost. You're being asked to realign, and the time is now, not tomorrow, not someday, right now. The Taurus New Moon happens when the Sun and Moon align in the sign of Taurus, ruled by Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and abundance. This alignment brings a grounded, fertile energy, perfect for planting seeds of intention. The next few minutes might hold the exact clarity you've been asking for. I'm going to show you exactly how to harness this energy and the 8 things you must do today to step into alignment. But only if you stay with this. Don't click away. Don't miss it. Comment below and say, I won't miss the message. If you're ready to hear what the universe is actually trying to tell you today. Have you been feeling heavier than usual lately? Like your body is asking you to slow down or even stop completely? Have you been waking up feeling like the weight of life is suddenly too much? That's not just tiredness, that's energy. And it's coming straight from the Taurus New Moon. You may have noticed financial pressure creeping in, not because something changed overnight, but because your sense of security is being tested. Taurus rules our connection to material stability, so don't be surprised if money, bills, or fear about the future suddenly feel louder in your mind than usual. This is how the new moon works. It pushes pressure to the surface so it can no longer be ignored, or maybe it's not fear at all. Maybe it's comfort you're craving, deep comfort. You find yourself reaching for grounding food, wanting to stay home, take long showers, or be surrounded by nature. You want softness, silence, a break from the noise. And that craving is sacred, not a weakness. It's your spirit calling for earth energy, the very core of Taurus itself. There's a strong chance you've also felt an urge to quit, cancel, or walk away from something that used to be part of your normal life. Maybe a social event suddenly feels draining. Maybe a job that once made sense now feels like a burden. Maybe the habits you once accepted suddenly feel fake or suffocating. You're not crazy, you're waking up. You might even feel a strange mix of calm and discomfort at the same time, like something inside of you is getting clearer while your outer world feels more uncertain. That's because this Taurus energy is showing you what's real, what's fake, and what can no longer be ignored. And your soul is noticing before your brain can catch up. You may also notice changes in your body, headaches, tension in your neck or back, unusual fatigue, or just needing more sleep. Your physical body is being recalibrated to this grounding frequency. You're being asked to slow down and reconnect with what really matters. Relationships may suddenly feel strained. People who used to feel okay might now trigger frustration or sadness. It's not about blame, it's about alignment. This energy is revealing where your boundaries have been too soft, where you've been saying yes to keep the peace, and where you've outgrown certain dynamics. You are being shown the truth, gently but firmly. And the people around you might not get it. They might tell you to push through, to stop being lazy, to just be grateful, but you're different. You're more in tune. You're feeling something they can't see, because this isn't happening in your head. It's happening in your energy field, your nervous system, your cells. This Taurus New Moon is reconnecting you with your inner compass. It's whispering truths like, you don't have to run anymore. You don't have to chase what doesn't feel right. You're allowed to pause. You're allowed to start over. You're allowed to trust your body when it says, not this. The craving for simplicity, the irritation with noise, the hunger for peace. These are all signs you're tuning in. This isn't just an emotional shift. It's physical, mental, energetic. And you're not imagining it. You're not overreacting. You're becoming more sensitive to what's real, and your life is adjusting to match that. You might also feel pulled to clean, declutter, or change your space. Taurus is about physical surroundings, and this moon is helping you see how your environment affects your energy. If something in your space feels off, messy, or heavy, trust that instinct. Your nervous system is responding to it for a reason. You are not broken. You are becoming more aware. You are being guided to come back to your center, to rebuild your sense of worth from within, not from what others give or take. That's why old distractions aren't working anymore. That's why the noise feels louder than ever, because you're meant to unplug from it. If any of this sounds like you, if you've been feeling these exact things, comment below and say, I feel it. Let others know they're not alone, because this energy is powerful, and it's happening now. Right now, something invisible is shifting your entire reality, and you don't need to understand astrology to feel it. It's already moving through your body, your thoughts, your relationships. It's called the Taurus New Moon, and it's not just another date on the calendar. This is a spiritual reset. New moons always mean one thing: beginnings, a blank slate, a cosmic inhale that clears the old and invites the new. But this new moon isn't soft, it's deep. It's shaking the foundation of your life, especially in the areas you've avoided for far too long. Taurus is the sign of grounding. Earth, the body, the senses, money, safety, and self-worth. It rules everything you build your life upon. And right now, this moon is exposing the cracks in that foundation. What used to feel safe may no longer feel right. What once felt stable may now feel suffocating. Spiritually, this is a cosmic mirror. It's showing you where you've been outsourcing your worth to a paycheck, a relationship, a routine, or even a version of yourself you've outgrown. The Taurus New Moon is not just asking you to look, it's demanding it. Because you can't keep carrying what's no longer aligned. What makes this moon even more intense is what's happening around it. Uranus, the planet of sudden change, is sitting close to this new moon. That means unexpected events, quick shifts, surprises that seem random but are actually divine redirections. If something breaks, falls apart, or shocks you during this time, it's not chaos, it's clarity, a crack in the illusion so the truth can come through. Venus, the planet of love and value, is also involved. So don't be surprised if relationship patterns are surfacing. You might see someone's true intentions. You might feel a new boundary rising, or you might realize how much you've been compromising your own peace for the sake of connection. This is spiritual cleanup. It's heart, recalibration. And Mercury, the planet of communication and thought, is weaving into this energy too. That means mental shifts, sudden insights, changes in the way you think, speak, or even dream. You may feel like your inner voice is louder now. That's because it is. Your higher self is stepping forward. When these three planets touch anew, Moon in Taurus, they don't just ask you to grow, they force you to. This isn't gentle energy. This is a push into your next chapter. And here's what most people don't realize. Taurus energy isn't about rushing. It's about rooting. It wants you to slow down, to sit with what's real, to reconnect with what makes you feel safe inside your body, not just your bank account. Spiritually, this is the moment where your soul checks in and says, are we building on truth or just survival? Because what's not true is going to crumble, not to punish you, but to protect your future. This new moon is setting off a 6-month manifestation cycle. What you feel, focus on, and plant right now will ripple into the rest of your year. That's why it feels so intense. That's why it feels personal. Because it is. It's not about reading horoscopes or lighting a candle. It's about becoming brutally honest with what's no longer working. Have you been pretending something is fine when it's not? Holding on out of fear? Delaying a decision that's already been made in your gut? This moon is peeling back those layers and revealing where you're still trying to convince yourself that this is okay, when deep down you know it's not. Taurus is also the sign of embodiment. It doesn't live in the mind, it lives in the senses, your body, your breath, your nervous system. That's why you may be feeling all of this so physically. Tension, exhaustion, restlessness, all of it is your body trying to speak a truth your ego hasn't wanted to hear. So here's the spiritual message of this moon. You're not supposed to keep pushing. You're supposed to pause, to listen, to remember what actually matters, not what looks good or sounds right or keeps everyone else happy, but what makes you feel safe, seen, and alive. And here's what's wild. 99% of people will miss this. Not because they're not spiritual, but because they're rushing, distracted, addicted to movement, unwilling to sit with discomfort. But you're not here by accident. If you're watching this, you're part of the 1% who is ready to actually see what this moment is offering. This is your chance to redefine what security means. Maybe it's not the job, maybe it's not the money, maybe it's something deeper like alignment, peace, rest, freedom. Maybe this new moon is preparing you for a version of success that feels nothing like the one you were chasing. So let's make it real. Ask yourself right now, what's one thing I've outgrown but been scared to release? Hold that thought. Honor it. And when you're ready, comment below and say, I'm done holding on to what's not aligned. Let the energy know you're listening, because this isn't just an astrological event. This is your reset. Every powerful energy shift happens in phases. It's not just about the single moment of the new moon. It's about what led up to it, what's unfolding now, and what still lies ahead. If you've been wondering why your energy has been all over the place, why some moments felt heavy, emotional, or even chaotic, this is why. You're moving through a real transformation window. And like any transformation, it happens in 3 stages. The first is what we call the pre-moon chaos. This began around 5 to 7 days before the actual new moon. You may not have realized it at the time, but your system was already preparing. Your body started to slow down. Your mind may have felt foggy or scattered. Emotions became harder to ignore. Patterns and people that no longer match your growth started to stand out more than ever. For many, it showed up as fatigue, a tiredness that no amount of rest could fix. This is because the universe was already revealing what's not aligned. It was turning up the volume on what you've been avoiding. You may have found yourself thinking, I can't keep doing this, or this just doesn't feel right anymore. That's not weakness, that's awakening. That's your soul, declaring that the old cycle is complete. This pre-moon chaos is uncomfortable by design. It forces you to pause, to question, and to feel. Because you can't step into the new unless you're fully aware of what's ready to go. Then comes the activation window, the now moment. This is where you are as the Taurus new moon arrives. The energy is at its highest. The doorway is wide, open, and you're standing right at the threshold. What you do in this window matters deeply. This is the time for stillness. Not hustle, not pushing, but presence. You might notice strange dreams, sudden clarity, ideas dropping into your mind like lightning. These are not random. This is spiritual data being downloaded into your system. Your job isn't to figure it all out instantly. Your job is to notice, to breathe, to honor the messages as they come. During this window, manifestation becomes magnetic, but not in the way you've been taught. It's not about forcing an outcome. It's about choosing a direction from stillness. It's about aligning your energy with clarity, not control. This new moon is like a seed. You plant it through thought, feeling, and focused awareness. You don't need to know how the garden will grow. You just need to plant the right seed. The one that feels true, the one that feels like you, even if it scares you, even if it's different from what others expect of you. The activation window only lasts about 48 hours, but its power is massive. Don't let it pass you by. Take time, journal, meditate, sit under the night sky, ask yourself the real questions. What do I want to build? What do I truly value? What am I ready to stop carrying? Then comes the third phase, the integration phase. This will unfold over the next 2 weeks. It's quieter, but just as important. This is when life begins to respond to your choices. You may notice signs confirming your direction. You may experience breakdowns, not as punishment, but as tests. The universe will check your alignment. Do you really want what you asked for? Are you ready to let go of what doesn't match it? Opportunities may come, but so will moments of challenge. Old versions of you may try to pull you back. Old fears may whisper in your ear. That's normal. That's part of the test. Your task is simple. Don't rush, don't panic, don't fall into old loops. Just keep choosing what feels calm. Keep acting from clarity. Keep trusting what you felt during the activation window. This is the phase where most people slip. They make a bold decision during the new moon, then get scared and undo it, or they rush ahead trying to force things before they're ready. But this phase asks for patience, for presence, for grounded trust in what you've already chosen. Taurus energy supports slow, steady growth. It wants roots, not speed. So give yourself time. Let the new timeline settle in your body. Let the dust clear. This is also a perfect time to reflect. Take quiet walks. Disconnect from noise. Write down the shifts you've noticed. Keep a journal of synchronicities, signs, or messages that feel meaningful. Your subconscious is sorting out the details, even if you don't see it yet. By the end of this 2-week integration, you'll have more clarity. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel more like yourself, the version that's been waiting, underneath all the noise. So let's pause here and ask something important. Which phase are you in right now? Are you still feeling the chaos of the build-up? Are you standing in the heat of the activation window? Or are you beginning to feel the quiet stretch of integration? There's no right or wrong. Wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be. But name it, own it, and drop it in the comments below. I'm in phase Ain't Lao. Let the energy meet you where you are, because you're not just watching a video, you're standing inside a portal, and what you do now will shape what unfolds next. There's something you need to know. This Taurus New Moon isn't just about astrology, it's about action, aligned action, grounded action, and it must begin now. If you've been feeling the pressure, the confusion, the strange mix of exhaustion and urgency, that's not your imagination. It's your spirit calling you back to what matters. So right now, let's walk through the 8 spiritual actions you must take during this window. Each one opens a doorway. Each one shifts your frequency. Each one realigns you with who you were always meant to be. First, ground your energy physically. You've probably felt out of your body lately, floating, drained, disconnected. That's Because this energy is electric, but your body is the plug. So plug in, take your shoes off and walk on the earth. Touch a tree. Stretch your body slowly. Eat something warm and nourishing. Speak gently. Taurus is an earth sign, your energy. Must reconnect with nature or it will spiral. This isn't optional, it's essential. Your power begins in your body. Start there. Second, clean your space and your schedule. Taurus energy needs comfort and peace, not perfection, but clarity. Your surroundings are speaking to your nervous system. If you're surrounded by mess, distraction, or overstimulation, you'll feel blocked. Clear one corner of your room. Wipe down a surface. Delete an app that drains you. Cancel one thing that feels like a should. Space equals power. Energy can't flow through clutter. Clean something now. Third, ask yourself, what feels true and what feels forced? This moon is coded for truth, not just big truth, daily truth. What you eat, who you talk to, what you say yes to, what you tolerate. Ask yourself, am I doing this from habit or from desire? If it feels tight in your chest or heavy in your gut, it's not aligned. If it brings peace, even if it scares you, lean in. This is your chance to come home to your real self. Don't miss it. Fourth, release financial fear. Taurus rules money, but not money from force. Money from safety, trust, value, worth. If fear is running your thoughts right now, pause, breathe, remind yourself, fear shrinks your magnetism. It blocks creative flow. It pulls you into panic timelines. Your worth is not measured by your bank balance. It is measured by your presence. Detach, reset. Take one aligned step from love, not fear. Fifth, recommit to simple joys. The medicine of Taurus is simple. Music that makes you sway, food that makes you smile, clothes that feel soft, a breeze on your face, a flower blooming on the sidewalk. This moon asks, why did you stop feeling? You don't need to earn joy, you just need to notice it again. Return to the small things. They are not small, they are everything. Sixth, write. 3. New self-worth beliefs. Taurus is the guardian of self-value, so right now, grab a pen and write. These 3 things I deserve, I no longer accept, I now welcome. Finish each one in your own words. Be honest, be bold, be kind. Speak to yourself like someone you love. These sentences are spells. They set the tone for the next 6 months. 7th, create a calm manifestation ritual, not rushed, not forced, not a checklist. Light 1 candle, breathe for 60 seconds, place your hand on your heart. Then write 3 intentions, but slowly, with feeling, with honesty, with focus. Don't write what you should want, write what you truly want, even if it scares you. Taurus doesn't care about speed, it cares about quality. Make your rituals sacred, not stressful. 8th, rest. Then decide. Today is not the time to make every decision. Today is the time to realign, sleep, take a slow walk, turn off your phone for an hour. Let the clarity rise from within, not from pressure outside. Your nervous system must catch up to the insight you're receiving. If you move too fast, you'll miss the magic. Pause, breathe, then act from calm, not chaos. You don't have to do all 8 perfectly, but you do need to begin. So which of these 8 will you do first? Comment the number below. It's not just for engagement, it's for accountability. When you say it, you anchor it. When you anchor it, you shift. This energy will pass quickly. The window is now. You've waited long enough to come home to yourself. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been. And it starts with one simple step. Which number are you starting with? Let me know in the comments below. Let's tell the truth. Most people won't. This Taurus New Moon is not gentle guidance. It's a test. The universe is looking you straight in the eye and asking, do you truly believe you deserve more? Or will you shrink again and call it stability? This moon is activating your self-worth at the deepest level. Not just what you say you want, but what you truly believe you're worthy of. Right now, you are being prepared for a new financial timeline. One not based on stress or survival, but flow and purpose. Soul-aligned relationships, connections that feel like peace, not performance. Creative freedom, not what makes sense, but what makes you feel alive. A life built on your values, not your fears. This is what's coming. But here's the catch. You must choose it. And if you don't, if you stay silent, stuck or small, the next 6 months will repeat the patterns you said you were done with. But if you align, truly align, everything can shift faster than you ever thought possible. You don't need to figure out every step today, but you do need to answer this one question. Will I choose fear again? Or will I choose alignment, even if it's uncomfortable? This is your turning point, and your soul already knows it. If you're ready, not just to hear this, but to live. Comment below. I choose alignment over fear. Let it be your signal to yourself, to the universe, to what's next. Because what's coming is already on the way. You've felt the pull, you've seen the signs, and somehow this video found you at the exact moment you needed it. You're not late. You're not behind. You're exactly on time. Energy works like that. It whispers before it shouts. And you heard the whisper. That alone puts you in the 1% who are truly paying attention. Most people will keep scrolling, keep avoiding. They'll say they want change, but won't act when it shows up. But you're different. You're aware, you're awake, and you're ready, even if part of you still feels scared. Let's make one thing clear. This shift isn't about being perfect. It's not about doing every ritual, saying the right words, or having it all figured out. It's about presence. It's about listening. It's about honoring the truth inside you, even if it's quiet. The energy of this new moon is already moving. It's already working with you. You don't need to chase it. Just receive it. You've done enough. You are enough. Now, trust what's coming. Let go of how it shows up. Let go of needing proof. Just trust. If this message spoke to something deep in you, comment below. I trust this new beginning. Let those words be your anchor. And if you felt this shift, share this video with someone you care about, because sometimes just one message at the right time changes everything. And don't forget to subscribe. More messages like this are coming, and you won't want to miss them.